Hey everyone, today I want to talk about how using a journal and a weekly planner changed everything for me. From career transition to areas of my personal life, it literally, this small habit made a huge impact. Let me show you how. So I can't actually remember what came first, discovering this bad boy or my training to become a personal trainer. But back when I was transitioning from being a full-time sales assistant to being a full-time personal trainer, using a planner made the process so much smoother. So I used a planner called Clever Fox, and it literally made all the difference. I could use it to plan my ideal week, I could use it to keep myself more organised, and keep myself accountable to all the tasks that I have to get done. Every day I had a clear picture of what I wanted to achieve and why. One of the biggest benefits, and the reason why I've always said I was able to transition from full-time sales to full-time PT so smoothly, was because with the journaling, the biggest benefit I noticed was being able to get more done. My brain isn't constantly a mess of thoughts or scrambling to remember what needs to actually get done. I'd write down everything that had to get done, assign times and deadlines, and suddenly nothing was forgotten. And in turn, having a plan for each week allowed me to allocate time to also my personal goals, fitness, even downtime, because of course that is also important for living a healthy, balanced life. Which is a perfect transition because a good planner, or planning effectively, could I even say, isn't just about work, it's about life balance. And what I love about the Clever Fox planner is it actually encourages you to set goals for each area of your life. So whether that be health and fitness, business and career, family and friends, even down to fun and recreation, because of course, as we said, balance, which is important. It even encourages / leaves space to make sure that you are checking in with yourself at the end of each month, at least with this particular planner, to adjust and make sure you're giving enough attention to each area of your life and the areas that matter most to you. So as you can see, with this one in particular as well, it also wasn't just about work or fitness, which to a fault I sometimes focus too heavily on. It helped me make sure I was giving time to those other areas of my life. So family events, catching up with friends, downtime, self-care, all those good things that help you live a balanced, intentional, very fulfilling life. So as this is a longer video, I thought I would just go over some of the sections of a Clever Fox journal. I've had a few different types, which I will mention in a second, but I'm pretty sure they all start the same. At the very start, it has the visions for your life. So like, what is the vision of the life you want? What's your life purpose, your mission, things you're grateful for, affirmations, what you're passionate about, so things bring you joy, skills and habits that you want to adopt this year, and then you go over to a vision board size. So you've got 2 pages across the, width of the book where you can make a vision board, and then you've got those goals in each life area. So this actually breaks down into 8 different areas. I'm not going to read them off now, I mentioned a few of them earlier. Moving on, then this particular one, I guess breaks it down quarterly. So in this particular one, you've got 3-month goals. The way I take it is I'd write down for these 3 months what are the top 5 most important goals out of all those ones from here. So I break down which ones are the most important in those particular 3 months. Take that goal, gives you why you want it, which is quite cool, and then also a reward if it's achieved. But then it also gives you a mind map section, like a SMART goal. So no point having a goal a target you can't see, for example. If you actually break it down into smaller, more manageable steps, tasks, things you can actually do to make it happen, it's more likely it's going to happen because you actually have some sort of roadmap towards getting there. So roadmap, mind map. I kind of see the section as one and the same. I'm sure there's a few ways you could use the mind map, or like an actual mind map. I treat it more as a roadmap or actionable steps. And then in this particular one, but I'm pretty sure the other ones do it the same, it breaks it down into your actual months. And then after each month, you can review the month in this particular book. And after each 3 months, redo the 3-month process for 5 goals and the mind map. On this one, I didn't get it broken down daily by the hour, which I feel like I do prefer that one now because it helps you really look at your day and plot it out. But I felt like I could plan better that way. But this particular one, you've got the days of the week on one side, you got on the other side, I guess, some tracking, because you've got the week's main goal and reward if achieved at the top, your main priorities for that week, a little bit of a notes section, then you've got your personal to-do list, your habits and skills tracking, and then a little section at the bottom which is where you review the week's weekly wins and how you can improve next week. So of course, as I mentioned, they do different types, but trust me, when I say they do different types, there is literally a type of planner / journal for everyone. I believe this is a premium, the one I'm using now is a premium weekly, and then the one I said broke it down to hour was the Clever Fox daily planner, which I'll probably go back to next, because I'm pretty sure I prefer that. As you can tell, I haven't fully decided yet, but I think I prefer that, because you can see each day gets its own page. You can break it down even further, rate your productivity at the end of each day, and at the end of each week, you can then review the week, and then weekly notes after each week. So I also like the fact you have like a notes page at the end of each week, rather than just all notes being at the back on this one. Don't get me wrong, both are absolutely amazing. Not an issue with either of them, but that's the point. They're all great, but personal preference is even taken into consideration and what works best for you. And I believe there's even a quiz you can take on their website. So if you want to find out which journal would be best for you based on what you want to use it for, there's even a fun little quiz. So go check it out. Speaking about the fact that the Clever Fox journal encourages reviewing where you're at and how your week's been, how your day's been, how your month's been, depending on the type of journaling process you use, or I guess in this case the type of Clever Fox journal you use. Journaling also helped me reflect on my personal growth. Got me thinking about where I am now, where I want to get to, how to bridge that gap. So of course, another element of how useful this was when I was transitioning careers, and even now as I continue to grow. And regardless of Clever Fox, this fundamental of journaling is really powerful for helping you identify patterns, good or bad, and actually evaluate if any changes need to be made in your life. You see something that's frequently happening, whether it's a habit you like or not, so it makes it a lot easier to pick up on these things and make changes accordingly. But going back to Clever Fox, a big plus for me, it was the fact it encouraged me to reward myself for hitting my goals, as this was something that I've never really been good for in my life, or not good for, something I've never really been good at in my life, was rewarding myself. Not that I've ever really actively thought about it much before, but I very much am on the go and like to be doing something, definitely beat myself up when I don't get something done. I like the fact that it encourages you to do that. It's also a good mental trick to push yourself to get something done, because something you genuinely want is at the other side. And of course, in my experience, and especially in my experience with PT, I feel like it's important to celebrate your wins, even if they are small. Don't just take it from me. There are loads of videos here on YouTube even, or all over the internet, loads of articles, even scientific studies that do show some powerful effects of journaling. Studies show that using a journal or planner improves your emotional intelligence, helping you to manage your emotions more effectively. I actually found another article that said that expressive writing has been proven to clear your mind and free up brain power for other tasks. And to be fair, both of those things are things that I found to be true through the process of using this basically religiously now for the last, 3 or 4 years? So if you're not sure about this, you're really unorganised and almost find a bit anxious trying to plan out your life, you could just start simple. You could write down your top 3 priorities for the week, or top 3 goals, or top 3 goals for the month, whatever, and just break them down into actionable steps and schedule time to work on them. Think about that. The goal, actionable steps, schedule it in. That's really kind of the simple steps towards reaching a goal, and the simple way of looking at it in terms of planning it out and making it happen. However, given how easy these are to use, the many options that they actually offer, and how detailed they are, I would highly recommend using a Clever Fox, and I really don't think you'll regret it. Honestly, using a journal and planner changed everything for me. If you're feeling overwhelmed or unorganised, give it a try. It might be the game changer that you need. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips on productivity, mindset, and fitness.